Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Wednesday Wisdom, our weekly mini sidebar video snippets. And if you're not familiar with what sidebar is, that's our monthly newsletter. And you can look on the screen right down here to see how to sign up for that. But in the meantime, this week is going to be really short and sweet. I just want to talk about those of you with property in other states, in multiple states. So let me start the timer because these are meant to be very short and to the point. But if you have property, real property, I'm talking about houses, land, real property in multiple states, typically the process is going to be that you would have to, your loved ones, after you've passed away, your loved ones will have to probate those properties in their individual states. So for instance, if you're a resident of Georgia and you have property in North Carolina, that North Carolina property will have to be probated separately through a North Carolina probate court, along with everything else in Georgia because you were a Georgia resident, or vice versa. So if you can imagine if you have properties in more than 2 states, that can get very hairy for your personal representative or the executor of your estate trying to handle that on your behalf or on the behalf of your estate. So one way, not necessarily, let me turn that off, not necessarily around that, but one way to kind of capture all of that and not have to go through the different probate courts in the different states is to perhaps consider a trust for that. Maybe a living trust for you to enjoy the property while you're still alive, and then be able to transfer that property to your loved ones by way of a trust instead of a will. And that can bypass the probate process going through multiple states. So that's just something to consider, something to really talk about. There are a lot of different vehicles out there that can be utilized depending on the needs of you, your family, and your estate in total. And that's where we, estate planning attorneys, come in to help you through that. So as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.